Now, in encouraging clean governance and strengthening the integrity of the public office bearers, the Gauteng Provincial Government held an induction ceremony which included an integrity management program introduced by Premier David Makhura, former President Kgalema Motlanthe and former Public Protector Thuli Madonsela also joined in to educate and advise on the ethics and constitutionalism.
Our reporter Natasha Phiri was there.
So first and foremost, congratulations on your position of being the spokesperson to the Premier Voyo. Also, tell us the importance about, this induction ceremony. We know that, every time members of council or executives, get elected or voted into such positions, induction ceremony must happen. But I mean, this is the first of its kind where an integrity management program is actually introduced.
Well, you'll understand, Natasha, that when we're crisscrossing the country, one of the fundamental things that our people brought was the issue of corruption, and who are the best people to actually carry that message except the people who are actually voted for, which is the executive. So it was quite important that we actually engage on that. They understand what actually it entails, what exactly do you mean by integrity, what do you mean by the ethics, so that as we go forward, they've got an appreciation exactly what is expected of them by the law as well as by our people.
But for you, there's also a debate that integrity necessarily can't be taught.
Well, that's what the President Kgalema said. It's basically what you do, even if people are not there to look at you. But it's something that actually must be the second nature. And I think that was a very good, lesson that you don't have to learn it somewhere, but you must understand what inculcates it. That even if there are no cameras, and even if there are no police, even if there's nothing, but you must always carry yourself in a particular manner. You must always have a particular face to society.
Can you expect more of these programs to actually continue to carry on?
Well, as the Premier has said, it's an issue that we must inculcate both in the executive as well as in the top bureaucracy of Gauteng, to make sure that everyone is in sync as we build Team Gauteng and everyone understand what is expected of them in Gauteng, that the voters and the people of Gauteng must always supersede whatever the interest that we actually hold.
Talking about corruption, I remember when Premier Makhura was sworn in, he had said that he wants to crack the whip on corruption. The EFF also had said that they want to take, the ANC-led government in the province to task on this issue. Will we see this time around, will heads roll, will heads be chopped? And I mean, in terms of the performance of, the MECs that we see here, if they don't perform, what then will happen?
Well, maybe the last part, obviously the Premier will sign a contract with them to tell them exactly what is expected of them, what they actually needs to be done, and what must be commendable. Some of them are already on the ground. If you look at the MEC of Health, the MEC of Education, as well as the MEC of Sports, Arts and Culture, they are already interacting with the community and basically doing what needs to be done. The province is already having the anti-corruption unit that actually deals, including the ethics, so that from now on again we are able to make sure that we are not moving outside the line, we are always actually in the line.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, and of course that was Vuyo Mhaga, who's now the spokesperson of Premier Makhura, and that of course concludes our program here at Lily's Farm in Rivonia, Gauteng, and that of course was the induction ceremony of the Integrity Management Program. Like we had cited, we had the likes of former Public Protector Thuli Madonsela, just guiding the members of the Executive Council, and we also heard former President Kgalema Motlanthe also urging members of the executive there to lead by example and be consistent, as you know that these members of the executive are actually ones who are chosen to lead the economic hub of South Africa. As from me, Natasha Phiri, it's back to you in studio.